What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Right, so the Knicks offered their 9-day, felt like it was a Christmas vacation or winter vacation or summer vacation, whatever you want to call it. 9-day trip off of the All-Star break. Playing the Washington Wizards tonight, and they win in a great scrappy fashion, 115 to 109. Julius Randle. That's all I can say. Listen, tied his career high. 46 points today. He was a monster, right? I mean, he's proven, he's pretty much showing that, okay, I'm fully back. I'm the guy that was last year, the issues I was having last year, let's forget about it. Let's totally not even worry about it. Let's focus on this year because I'm a new guy. Coming off my All-Star game play this weekend and past weekend, now I'm back with my team, and now I'm showing and proving why I am an All-Star, right? Because in the beginning of the game, it seemed like the Knicks were pretty much still on vacation, right? A lot of those guys probably went to Cabo or whatever you want to call it, or wherever they were, maybe Hawaii, who knows? I feel like they were still there because they just didn't have it, right? We're getting smoked in the first quarter. KP pretty much had 18 points, I believe. He had 5 straight three-pointers in the first quarter. It looks like the Knicks were just sleepwalking that whole first quarter. But Julius Randle woke up in the second quarter. 13 points. He had 25 points in the first half. He pretty much was keeping the Knicks in it. The Knicks at one point in that second quarter were down 20 points. Because of Julius Randle, he's the one that brought us back and pretty much made it 64 to 60 going into halftime. Thank you for Julius Randle having 25 in that first half. That was huge, right? So let's go straight to the highlights, guys. Listen, like I said, in the beginning of the game, like the Knicks were pretty much sleepwalking, it seemed like. But what I loved is that they still were fighting. And, of course, Randle had a big half, but they were still doing the winning plays, right? Still getting rebounds, right? A great thing was Ihart coming off the bench. He had 4 points. He had 10 boards. But also, too, guys, Big Mitch was back. Big Mitch was huge. Mitch had 12 points. He had 10 points and 12 boards. Big Mitch was a monster tonight. He also played well. Of course, you kind of wait to see how guys look when they come back, from being out for a long time. But I don't think Mitch skipped a beat. Of course, you got to get your conditioning back. But he was great. His timing was great. He had a couple of good block shots in there, key rebounds, which I liked. Making great rotations defensively. But all in all, man, I think it was a total team effort, but, Randle spearheaded everything. Brunson had an off night. He didn't shoot well for the field. I believe he was 6 for 20. He only had 12 points. But he had, I believe, 9 assists. You have nights like that from certain guys, right? But to me, that's where you have a guy like him, like Randle, step up. RJ was solid. He had 14. But IQ was huge coming off the bench. IQ had 16 points. Hit big, timely baskets. When you have a guy like Randle going off, it's good when you have guys chipping in with 12, guys chipping in with 13, guys chipping in with 14, 16. So now it balances it out. Because now, he's getting hits, right? There's no one that can check him. Kuzma tried to check him. Porzingis tried to check him. It didn't matter who checked him. Randle was getting hits tonight. Period. End of story, right? So you still need guys to chip in and come up with a couple of baskets here and there. Also, Josh Hart, he played solid tonight. Of course, the stat line doesn't look good. I believe he only had 4 points. 5 points to be exact. But he had winning plays. He had a couple of tip balls. He had a couple of rebounds. He had a couple of just winning plays that he does. But you just can't coach, man. He just knows how to get loose balls, right? He's always in the right place at the right time. But all in all, I just thought this was a gritty effort because the Knicks had to dig deep. Randle was playing his tail off, but they had to really dig deep, man, coming out of that 20-point hole, and they did, right? So, sometimes, man, when you come back from a long break like this, I don't really like them to be out this long because you got to kind of get your legs back, right? You got to get your conditioning back. Being off 9 days is a very long time for the league, right? So I'm glad to see that they were able to kind of, once they kind of shook off the cobwebs in that first quarter, they were able to get their rhythm back. Brunson didn't play well, but you're gonna have games like that, man. It's a long season. But what I liked is that um, they're able to pretty much knock off a team like this because Washington is still fighting to try to get into the playoffs, right? So you need a win like this on the road. 21 more games left. So you really got to get all these victories. All these victories matter. Of course, you're not going to win all of them, but if you can get out of these 21 games with a winning record, it'll be fabulous, right? Then your seeding can go up. Now it's all about seeding. Now it's all about placements. The Knicks are in the 16th. We're trying to jump up and get in that 5th or maybe 4th. Fourth's going to be pushing it, but if we can get in that 5th spot, that'd be beautiful, right? Knock out Boston, get in there, then we'll pretty much be facing Cleveland. So we'll see how that moves around and how that shakes out. But this was a great win. This was a gritty win because Washington's a tough team. They can knock it down, man. They got some guys that can fill it up. You got Kuzma over there. You got Bradley Beal. So they're a tough out, man. Guys that can shoot it. So the Knicks were able to pull it out thanks to Randle, man. Randle was just fabulous tonight. He just was. He, like I said, man. If you heard the post game when Randle spoke about it, I asked him what's the key, what changed everything this year, and he said my mental, man. He said my mental. And he stated, he said it makes me a better man, it makes me a better son, it makes me a better father, a better husband, better player. My mental, and that's the key. And if you notice, that's what Randle has been playing with this year, and that's why he was an all-star this year. And he showed it tonight, man, because he pretty much carried us to the victory today. All right, but that's my show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, all right? Also, too, please leave comments so we can go back and forth and debate. And if it's your first time coming by, please subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow when we play the Pelicans. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.